Question 26 is, why did you join YouTube? Now, I actually joined YouTube. I had a written blog for about 11 months and I just kind of posted on there every sort of week and wrote blogs just about what I loved and what I was passionate about. At that time it was like I was really into like makeup and doing like beauty vlogs and stuff like that, and blogging about makeup and products that I'd bought and stuff. I mean, like, I'm not a massive wearer of makeup. I don't like to look like I'm fully caked. I just like to sort of wear, I mean, like, I wear Face and Body by MAC. It's really light. It's like 60 or 70% of water. But the reason I joined YouTube, I was just a bit like sick of typing every sort of week, and I thought, you know what, let me get in front of a camera and look and just sort of see how it goes, and I did it. And I am actually going to do like a reaction to my first video because I've not watched it in forever, and I can imagine it's quite cringy because I was really nervous back then in front of the camera. I was a bit like, oh god, like SOS, like fuck off. But now, like, I love it. I love making YouTube videos. I'm not about gaining subscribers. I'm not about people sharing my videos or liking or comments or anything like that. The reason I do it is because in the future I'll be able to look back on this and I'll be like, actually, look how young I look on this, or look how much fun I was having here, or look what I did there. And for me, it's just like a little bit of a memory. Like, same for Instagram. I have over like 1,500 pictures on Instagram, and that's everything that I've ever used or anywhere I've ever been. I've always put pictures on Instagram because, again, it's like a memory. It's nice, and that's the reason I started YouTube. I do want to grow my channel, I'm not going to lie to you, but I want to gain like loyal subscribers. I don't just want people liking me or subscribing to me just for the fun of it. I want people to actually like the content that I put on my channel, and that's why over the next couple of months I'm going to have like a total revamp of my channel and just sort of get everything out and keep on just uploading videos. I mean, I did go through a phase about a month ago where I was a little bit disheartened and so my video's not getting that much of a reaction. I mean, there was getting some reaction, so I'm thankful for that, because obviously I can imagine these are the people that have just started a channel that have got like 2 subscribers. Luckily, I have gained subscribers, but at the same time, the reason I started YouTube is just like a little bit of a memory for me. I just wanted to make sure that I had something to look back on when I get older. So question 27 is fears. Now, I've got 2 really big fears of mine, and I'm absolutely petrified of both. The first one is I'm petrified of flying on an aeroplane. I hate it. I did fly to the Dominican Republic last January, and I literally had sweaty palms and was like hyperventilating throughout the whole entire 9-hour flight. It was horrendous. So guys, when like, I don't know if you heard of it, like the MH370 plane that got like shot down in Ukraine by the missile. I had a dream I was on that plane. When 9/11 happened, I had a dream that I was on that plane. Stuff like that. I have real phobias of like dreaming that I'm in a plane crash, and I've always said to myself, if I was gonna die, that would be the way I would die. And I don't know what it is. I've tried everything to try and get rid of this fear, but it's so severe that I honestly make myself ill because I just hate flying. It's so awful. I do need to sort it out. So if anyone knows any tips or anything you can take before you get on a flight, because I am flying to Gran Canaria in July, please comment down below, because I would love to hear if there's anything I can take. I mean, I've tried a few things like calms and stuff like that, but they just don't work for me. I need something like, diazepam or something to shove down my throat because I need to be knocked out. Second one is I am absolutely petrified of the sea. I mean, anything above my waist, I get a little bit hesitant because I've watched shark films and shark documentaries. I've bloody seen a shark. Like, we went to the Dominican, me and my sister, in January, and we booked to go and swim with the dolphins, and they was like, oh, there's like a little bit of like a shark experience type thing. And as I was in the dolphins, I was thinking there can't be a shark in with the dolphins because obviously shark and dolphins don't get on. And I was like, where is this shark? Anyway, they was like, jump into this natural pool. It's full of like big starfish and like jellyfish and stuff like that. So I like looked down, I like saw this massive stingray. It was like literally like 3 sides width of me. It was huge. And I was like, wow, okay, I looked under again, and my sister pops her head up and she's like, Jamie, there's a shark over there. I have literally never jumped out of that water so fast in my entire life. I literally went back in for a split second, popped my head under, and I just saw the shark move, and I thought, thank God I wasn't, and then it swam under me because I would have had a panic attack, and I know I would have, like, I feel sick about it now. My sister absolutely loved it. She was like swimming with it and stuff, and I thought, no girl, if you come out and you lose your leg, it's your own fault, so no. Question 28 is the last thing that made you cry. The last thing that made me cry was actually a show on TV, and it was about I don't know if anyone watched it. It was about the Hollywells and Jessica Chapman documentary when Ian Huntley killed those two girls in the Manchester t-shirts and he burnt the bodies. That just made me cry. That was the last thing I watched that made me cry because it is extremely sad. I can't even imagine what they would have gone through at that time, so yeah, don't really want to think about it because it does make me quite upset, so yeah, but that's the last thing that did make me cry. 29 is who was the last person you said I love YouTube? The last person I said love YouTube was Jordan's nan. She rang me, we were just talking about the garden because I've been out in the garden today just doing a few things, but yeah, she was the last person to who I said love YouTube. Question 30 is, what is the meaning behind your YouTube name? So the meaning behind my YouTube name is all my social media names are the same. So my Instagram, my Snapchat and my Twitter account, they're all under Jamie Jones. So all my social media links are exactly the same, which you will see in the description. And you'll also see above the screen throughout this video that how my name is spelled. So yeah, you'll be able to go and follow me on them. Question 31 is, what is the last book you read? The last book I read was the Cheryl Cole autobiography about when she got malaria and stuff like that, which is a really, really good read. If you haven't read it, it's sort of, she goes through when she first ever got into Girls Aloud, when she auditioned for Pop Stars, throughout the X Factor, then when she obviously climbed Mount Kilimanjaro and got malaria. So yeah, it's a really, really good read. If you haven't read it, obviously go ahead. You can buy it on eBay. I think it's about £13, but honestly, it's a really, really good read. Question 32 is, what book are you currently reading? I'm not actually reading a book at the moment. I am going to go and find one. We've got loads on the bookshelf downstairs. I'm going to go and find one that I want to sort of get my eyes into. But right now I am just focusing on sort of doing everything for YouTube, like looking at content that I can filming, editing. I don't have time to read. So I am sort of filming in advance. So like this will be filmed 2 weeks before it's actually gone up because I've actually got another 2 videos coming, so that's what I mean. I am filming in advance and editing, so I don't really have time to sort of sit down and read, but yeah, as soon as I have got into the swing of things of sort of getting a few more videos up on my channel, I will be getting a book. Question 33 is, what is the last show you watched? The last show that I watched was Cupcake Wars. I've just watched it about half an hour ago. It was the one where the girl was having like a birthday party and they did like 1,000 cupcakes for that. So yeah, Cupcake Wars, it's on, I don't know what channel it's on, but it's really, really good. It's about, they have like 4 teams that like, well, 4 like different people that own like cupcake businesses within America, and they all just got like one place and like battle each other to make the best cupcakes, and like you have like 3 judges who like taste them. It's really, really good if you can watch it. You can also stream it online. It's called Cupcake Wars. Question 34 is, who is the last person you spoke to? The last person I spoke to was actually Jordan's nan. Again, it was about the garden because I've been doing the garden up, so she wanted to have a look. But yeah, Jordan's nan was the last person I spoke to. Question 35 is, what is the relationship like with the last person you text? The last person I text was my sister Cherie, and the relationship we have is unbreakable. I love her with all my heart. She's like she's like my sister, my friend. We've been travelling together, and we just have a really, really close bond. I don't know if other siblings have that, but I'm really, really close to my sister Shane. Also my younger sister as well. We don't spend that much time together because she's quite like significantly younger than me and Cherie, but she sort of does her own thing. She's like 16. She's just like got a boyfriend, stuff like that. So she's sort of doing her own stuff, but me and Cherie was sort of like the similar age. She's only 2 years younger than me. So yeah, we just do stuff together. So it's really nice, but yeah, she's the last person I text. Question 36 is, what is your favourite food? My favourite food is probably like avocado, poached eggs. I love oranges, I love bananas. Just kind of like, I'm not a massive fan of like sweet stuff. I kind of just like the healthier stuff. Everyone's got like a sweet tooth, and I do love sweet things every now and then. But I wouldn't say that like I've got like a massively over sweet tooth. I just sort of like just general stuff really. Everyone loves like a good fish finger. So yeah, just general stuff really, but I love food. Question 37 is, name a place you want to visit. One of the places I really, really, really want to visit is the Maldives. Question 38 is, name the last place you were. The last place I were, if it's not my house, would have been Jordan's nan's house. We actually travelled back from Norwich last night and we got in at about 10:45 last night. So that's the last place I would have been. Question 39 is, do you have a crush? I don't have a crush. The only crush I have is on my cats. Question 40 is, name the last time you kissed someone. I last kissed someone at about 7:30 this morning. It was Jordan because he was going to work. Question 41 is, name the last time you was insulted. I don't get insulted. It's very, very hard to insult me. I don't really take things too seriously. There's not many things that would bother me, I'd say. No, I mean, I don't think I would get offended. I can't think of anything that would offend me, because normally if someone's shouting at me, I'm just making sure that I'm shouting twice as loud back at them. So, you know, I'm sort of one of those people. Question 42 is, name your favourite sweets. My favourite sweets are actually the refresher bars. I don't know if you can get them in America or wherever you're watching from. I know in the UK we do have like refresher bars and they're in like blue and yellow packet. I'll insert a picture just right up here. If you've never seen them before, they are extremely good. Question 43 is, what instruments do you play? I don't play any instruments. I don't have any sort of need to play any instruments. I think they're boring. I'd rather just stick on some music and listen to that. But yeah, I don't play any. Question 44 is, what is your favourite piece of jewellery? Again, I don't wear jewellery. I do have, I don't know if you can count them as jewellery, but I do have just some like little wristbands. These are from when I went to the Dominican. I just love like stuff like this. I like to have like everything looking a bit colourful. I don't really have a specific expensive piece of jewellery because I don't wear it. So yeah, I can't really answer that question. Question 46 is, what is the last song you sang? The last song I sang would have been Little Mix, No More Sad Songs, because I love it. Question 47 is, what is your favourite chat-up line? My favourite chat-up line would be, if you was a bogey, I would pick you. So cringe. Question 48 is, have you ever used that chat-up line? I have never used that chat-up line. I never will. If someone said that to me, I would actually kick them straight in the face because that is so cringe. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate that. Again, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.